Good news for Tesla fans this week. Sales exceeded Wall Street expectations. It's safe to say Elon Musk is a happy boy as shares of the company surged on the news. So what does this mean for silver, the critical metal helping to power all those vehicles? Let's find out. Silver is having a blinder of a year this year. It is one of the best performing assets in 2024. Now, whilst it is often lumped together with gold due to its role as a precious and monetary metal, it is its industrial role that is making the price sing right now. And this is why Elon Musk may well be having a significant impact on the price. Now, whether you're already invested or you're just starting to think about buying a bit of silver before prices soar, understanding Musk's impact on the market will be a factor you want to consider. Musk is a tech mogul. He is the mind behind the likes of Tesla and SpaceX, famed for his why not attitude and general approach to just getting stuff done. It's safe to say that he's one of the most influential people when it comes to how we will be living our lives in the future. Now, these visionary ambitions of Musk, whether it's about electric cars or all of us moving to Mars, have one very important element in common. And that's silver. Silver is absolutely critical. It is the fundamental element that directly and indirectly shapes the very essence of future sustainable technologies. One of the most obvious areas of future sustainable technologies is electric vehicles, for example, Teslas. Now, as the world adopts sustainable mobility through electric vehicles, the automotive sector's demand for silver is set to surge, potentially straining existing supplies and disrupting market dynamics. And this could lead to silver prices even outpacing gold in the coming years. Now, silver being used by the automotive industry is absolutely nothing new. Take internal combustion engines, for example, or ICE cars, as many seem to refer to them as. For a long time, traditional combustion engine vehicles have used silver in their electrical components. The nature of silver means that its exceptional conductivity and resistance to corrosion make it an ideal choice for these applications. And it might even come as a surprise, but silver-based coatings have a supporting role to play when it comes to catalytic converters. And these are essential for reducing those harmful emissions that we're so used to from these internal combustion engines. Now, of course, you might be more familiar with the likes of platinum and palladium being used in these catalytic converters, but silver-based coatings enhance the performance of these precious metals by aiding the oxidation of pollutants and thereby improve the effectiveness of the machinery. And of course, that's not the only area where silver has been used in these traditional cars. You'll also find it in other areas like the sensors, the switches, the defroster systems. In short, it's always been vital for these engines across many aspects of both safety and usability. So it's safe to say that for a long time, a fair amount of silver has been going into these old types of cars, approximately 15 to 28 grams of silver. Now, just to put that into context, a 1 ounce silver coin contains just over 31 grams of silver. So if you consider that every internal combustion engine car on the road is the equivalent to one of these, then that's a lot of silver driving around. But as we all know, these internal combustion engines are not the cars of tomorrow. It's going to be electric vehicles. It's your Teslas. And this is where it gets really interesting. Where is silver used in these cars? Well, given you've got the wiring, the circuit boards, not to mention the various components that power their complex electrical systems. No catalytic converters here, but those batteries take some serious metal, if you'll excuse the pun. The battery management systems use silver in the sensors, the connectors, and the circuit boards. And how does the energy get from the battery to the electric motor? Via the inverter. And silver is a critical component in the production of these inverters, as well as in the motor control units that regulate their performance. And don't forget that these Teslas and other electric vehicles aren't mimicking the first car you had as a teenager. Oh no, these are nice inside. They've got complex infotainment systems, which also require a good dash of silver to power up those circuit boards, touch screens, antennas, and the electromagnetic shielding. So if nearly 1 ounce of silver is used in a traditional car, how does it look for an electric vehicle? Well, estimates always vary, but on average, an electric vehicle will contain between 25 and 50 grams of silver, so nearly double the amount that had been used. So if you see a headline suggesting that electric vehicle demand is struggling at the moment, the fact is people are still buying electric vehicles. They are still in demand. And whilst Tesla might have for now retained its position as the world's largest electrical vehicle company, China's BYD also reported this week that second quarter deliveries have gone up by 21% since last year. Between 2022 and 2023, there was a 35% increase in electric vehicle sales year on year. In silver terms, One industry increased its demand for silver by 35%. There was 35% more cars driving around with around 50 grams of silver in them. 35% more people own silver. Take that as a headline. In the US alone, nearly 20% of all cars sold were electric vehicles. So nearly 1 in 5 people who were buying a new car were also buying nearly 50 grams of silver. Industry forecasts suggest that global electrical vehicle sales could account for over 50% of new vehicle sales within the next 10 years. Now, the rapid growth of these sales, combined with the higher silver content of these vehicles, is unsurprisingly expected to substantially increase silver demand from the automotive sector. And this heightened demand could potentially strain the existing silver supply, leading to a supply-demand imbalance. But this isn't the only area where Elon Musk needs silver for. Of course, when we think about Tesla, we just think about the cars. But energy storage is a major business area for Tesla. And in that space, the results were quoted as being exceptional, suggesting market share gains. This is a big deal. Consider what you can do with battery storage. There is tremendous potential market here, and for Tesla, it is already proving to be more profitable than its cars. Silver is going to be increasingly in vogue in the coming years as the likes of Elon Musk push consumers and governments to a more sustainable, more futuristic future. Green energy is really what a lot of this move to sustainability is all about. And what is it really driving silver demand? We need green energy to get us to Mars after all. But closer to home, the Silver Institute reported that in 2023, there was a 64% increase in demand from the solar panel industry. The group anticipates a further 20% rise in usage for 2024. And beyond photovoltaic demand, China is contributing significantly to demand for silver. As the largest manufacturer of solar panels and a major source of investment demand, China is seeing physical silver trade at a premium to spot prices. So in short, Musk and everyone else building the machines for the future, building the industries for the future, will not get very far without silver. Silver's future is likely to hinge more on industrial demand than in years past. If the robust growth in solar panel production and electric vehicle production stagnates, then maybe we'll see a softening in the silver price. But consider this: silver used in photovoltaics, vehicles, any kind of technology is locked up for years until those items are recycled, if at all, which keeps that supply off the market. And it provides a great support for the price. So if you want to take advantage of the silver price right now and take advantage of the demand for silver right now, then why not check out one of these videos to help you get started?